Hope you are as well where you're from. Ladies and gentlemen, I just tried a StreamYard live video session and it didn't work properly. So I'm doing now a YouTube live session. Today, we're going to talk about, real quick, is this the right time to go to the Philippines? In the Philippines. Is this the right time to travel to the Philippines? In the Philippines. Yeah! The question of the day is this the right time? Now, I want to advise you that the CDC recently put out a very, very strong advisory for all people, all citizens of the United States against traveling to the Philippines. So the question remains, is this the right time? Yeah? The now time is always the right time, but the now time in this case may be the wrong time. So question today, I'm going to examine some issues regarding the Philippines and why the CDC chose to put out that advisory. If you could hold this for one second for me, Lisa, I appreciate it. I got to put my mask on. We are here at Taza Restaurant having an awesome time, and we just got through eating our afternoon lunch, late lunch. I'm here in Taza Restaurant in Bonnie Lodge, and I want to bring this real quick video to you just to let you guys know, and I have to put my mask on. Even though we're outside, I still need to put my mask off if I'm not eating my food. So, just to let you guys know, the CDC, again, has put a very, very big warning, advisory, for those of you that are American citizens. There's about 40 countries that they labeled not to go to. And guess what, my guy? The Philippines is one of them, okay? So, I want to talk about how does this affect you. I know a lot of you have been planning to come here. You've been waiting. You finally got to go, and you now the CDC says don't go. So which one do? Do you go or do you not go? Do you go or do you not go? Yeah? It depends on you. Huh? How bad do you want it, my brother? How bad do you want it, my sister? How bad do you want to go to the Philippines? Do you want to go bad enough to risk your life? Huh? Do you want to go bad enough to take a chance on catching the virus? Yeah. You say, well, Bobby, I got my vaccine, man. You know, I can go where I want to, man. I ain't gonna borrow money, flying. I got my back flying. Okay. I'm glad you got your vaccine. I'm glad you're vaccinated. But guess what, my brother? That vaccine is not a guarantee that you will not get infected. That vaccine is not a guarantee that you will not catch the Omicron or the Delta, okay? Many people have gotten vaccinated and got the booster as well and still got infected. Now, the good thing is about the vaccine, it will guarantee that you're not, usually, not guaranteed, but most of the time, if you take the vaccinations, you won't get a severe stay in the hospital. You won't have to go to the hospital, and it won't be a chronic illness, okay? It'll be like a light, maybe mild flu and stuff, you stay at home 10 days and you cover it. But that's because if you're already vaccinated. But, so, what do you do? My question is, do you follow the guidelines of the United States of America and stay home, don't visit the Philippines, or do you follow your mind? Huh? You know, I'm going to tell you what I would do. This is my personal opinion, okay? Number one, if I had a lady in here in the Philippines and she was not shady, you know what, son? I would come to see my lady, okay? You know, I would take the chance because that's how much I miss her. That's how much I love her. And really, when you think about your travel here, guys, you're taking a chance, but it's risky. It's a measured chance. It's a calculated risk, okay? You understand that the risk is not as bad as the advisory says. Because I'm here. I'm a boots on the ground kind of guy. I'm telling you, it's bad all over the world. And if you are vaccinated, your chances of dying from the virus is very, very small, unless you have a comorbidity. And comorbidity, like Colonel Colin Powell had a comorbidity of cancer. He had cancer with blood. And so he had been vaccinated and everything, but it still got him because he had a comorbidity, and the vaccine couldn't help him in that instance. So if you have a comorbidity, then you want to think doubly sure before you step foot in the Philippines, step foot out your door, step foot traveling on any international flights. Because even if you're vaccinated, my guys, okay, and you have your third shot, which is a booster, like I do, me and Lisa do both, you still may get infected, okay? So those of you that have illnesses, comorbidities that may prevent you from, I would say you want things you may not want to come right now, okay? I mean, that's just my opinion. But if you don't have any serious illnesses, no comorbidities, you've gotten your 2 shots and your booster, my God, go ahead, do it. That's my recommendation. That's my suggestion. Don't say BobbieD told me to come. Don't say that. That is my suggestion. I suggest if you're healthy, you have no comorbidities, no other illnesses, come on, okay? Because it's been time. It's past time. It's due time. At least you got tired of we left the guilt on, y'all. It's past time. It's due time. Your lady's waiting on you. You waiting on your lady. She wants to see you. You want to see her. And it's a good thing, okay? So you're taking a calculated risk. But life is about taking chances, We're taking a chance just coming out our door every day. We got our masks on. We got vaccinated. We got shots. But it's still a chance, right? But so you have to take calculated risk in everything you do in your life. So if you're healthy, no comorbidities, you don't have any other illnesses, you got your 3 shots, come on, okay? That's my opinion. That's my suggestion. And I'm not telling you to do this, but that is my suggestion. Since a lot of you I know value my opinion, that is my opinion, okay? You don't have to take my opinion for anything. But if you do value my opinion, that is my opinion. Don't go by what I say, go by what I do. I don't have to travel to the Philippines because I'm already here, right? So don't go by what I say. Don't go by what I say do. Go by what I do. And I'm not traveling, so I'm all right. I'm ready here. But you have to make that decision for yourself, my guys. And I want you to make any decision you make, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you cover it with the Lord. Yeah, the Most High God. Make sure you ask the Lord. Get down on your knees and say, Lord, I'm begging you, please give me an idea of what you want for me to do. Do I need to visit them? Do I need to see my lady? Or do I need to stay home? And now might just not be the right time. This may not be the right time for you to come here. If you in your heart, you feel it's not right, stay home. Whether you have your shots or not. It's about your protection and the protection of the people you love. Okay? So, also, when you do come to the Philippines, whether you have a shot, if you didn't have your shot and you still want to come, you have that option. They will let you come here. You have to have a test, a negative RT-PCR test within 48 hours of coming here. And if you have your then you'll have to quarantine for 14 days. Now, those of you that have your shots, you can come in on the 10th of February as well, if you're from the USA, and you'll have to have your negative, you have to have a negative RT-PCR test. You have to have your proof of vaccination, digital vaccination certifications. And I told you in the prior broadcast which ones you have to get. There are 3 different types, and you want to look at the other broadcasts to see. And come on. And then you also have to have a negative CTR, RT-PCR test as well. Even if you have your vaccination shot, you still have to have a negative RT-PCR test taken within 48 hours of arrival to the Philippines, whether you have unvaccinated or vaccinated. So, those of you that are healthy, good health, come on. And you got your shots, come on. But you don't have to quarantine. That's the best thing about this now. Yesterday was the first day that people came with onto the Philippines with the new rules, and it was very, very smooth. No trouble, no problems were reported. Very, very smoothly. We have now a lot of OFWs coming home to see their people, and they're very, very happy. They haven't seen their people in 2 years, because they couldn't afford to come here for the high amount of quarantine that they had to pay, Quarantine hotels like what? $10,000 a day, 15, 20, it's high, man, pesos. So they couldn't do it. Now there's no quarantine hotels to stay in. They've gotten their shots and they're coming home, okay? So this is a good time for the Philippines. If you love your lady loves you, you're not shady, you're from the USA, if your country is a no visa required country, which is the USA, you don't have to have a visa to get here. That's what the USA has an agreement with the Philippines, that you don't have to have a visa to get here. You just come here, you have to have a valid passport that has been valid for the last 6 months. Within the last 6 months, you have to have your vaccination shots, proof of birth, certification of your vaccinations, and a negative RT-PCR test taken within 48 hours of arrival time here in the Philippines, okay? That's all you need. And when you come in here, There will not be any quarantine if you're vaccinated. If you haven't vaccinated, you'll have a 14-day quarantine period in a hotel of your hotel, motel, Holiday Inn of your choice. Okay? So it's, my opinion, again, once again, I want to tell you guys, if you're anxious, you hot to trot, you got to see your lady, she not shady, come on. If you healthy, you got your 3 shots or your 2 shots, come on. Philippines is waiting for you. They waiting for your Monte Honte. So when you hit the floor, you better have some Monte coming in. Or you're going to be highly disappointed. When you was here last time, prices were low. Now prices here is sky high. Everything went up. Due to the inflation, due to ODET, due to the pandemic, everything is higher than what you have experienced in the past, for those of you that have been here before. For those of you that have never been here before, when you do come here, make sure you have money for your girlfriend, taking her out, buying her gifts, whatever. You have money for your hotel stay. You have money for your souvenirs to take back home. You need to have at least maybe $2,000, $3,000 just for spending money, cash spending, because you want to have a good time, right? Have at least $2,000 cash just to spend, and then make sure you have money, because you have to pay the fees to get out of the country. You got to pay the fee. Don't get so broke that you don't have enough money to get back out. You got to pay those exit fees to get out the country when you get back to the airport. So be ready, be ready, be ready. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have a step-by-step review of what you need to do, in that rhyme, on how to get to the Philippines. Follow all of the procedures and protocols if you're vaccinated, and again, if you're unvaccinated. I'm gonna walk you through on a live broadcast on what to do step by step, provided my prepaid Wi-Fi broadband works. Okay, so that's my plan for tomorrow. I'm gonna walk you through a step by step what you need to do to get from point A to the Philippines, and I'm gonna show you all the ins and outs that you should look for and expect. Okay, and I'll if I have a link, I may have some links for you to look at. I'll have them all. Everything will be in the notes in the description of the video. So this is BobbieD and Lisa D. We're coming to you live. We're here. We're here at Taza Restaurant. Show the sign for Taza, Lisa. We're here at Taza Restaurant. Are you seeing it?
I don't know.
We're here at Taza Restaurant in BobbieD.
Where is it?
Go up.
Right there. Taysa.
Thanks, like they know what you're saying.
Taysa doon nga. Taysa.
Thanks.
Right there.
Okay,
Taza.
we're at Taza Restaurant, and we just got through with our meal. I had pasta Alfredo, and Lisa D. What did you have, Lisa D?
Korean sticky chicken. Korean sticky chicken. It's good, guys.
She had Korean sticky chicken, and our total meal was 800 pesos.
Yeah.
That's like 12 bucks? By 12 bucks. That's a good deal. We had a big meal, guys.
50, almost 20.
No, 12 bucks. 800 pesos is not 20. 1,000 pesos is 20.
Oh.
1,000 pesos is 20. So about maybe 15 bucks. 12, 15 bucks. Anyway, we had a good time. It feels that expensive. And listen, look at it. Lisa D. She has so much food she has to take out. She got a takeout bag. See right there? That's how much food they gave us, guys. She got a takeout bag, and she's gonna be taking it at home. That's gonna be her dinner for this evening.
Yeah.
And then when we leave here, I'm going across the street over to Jafar's to get me a wrap. I love the wraps over here. This is one of our new favorite places. So when you come to see me, make sure you go to BTC or BobbieD Town Center. It's very relaxed out here. It's clean. The people here are very, very friendly, and they welcome foreigners. A lot of places don't welcome foreigners. But they welcome you. You know why? Because they want your high, and they will treat you right, tight, long and strong. So I wanted to bring this to you today. For those of you that do not know, the CDC has advised all American citizens to stay away from the Philippines. Okay? Now, you can take that for whatever it's worth, They say you should not go, okay? So you have to make your own mind up. You have to make your decisions. Make a calculated risk. If you want to risk, you'll be risking your life coming here. Well, if you be risking your life staying at home, Life, everything we do is a risk. You have to take a chance. So if you want to come, if you're healthy, you know, you can come. You know, regardless of what the virus is, I can tell you, we've been here. I've been here for almost 8 years now, and city's nice, people are nice. The pandemic is just no worse than anywhere else. Even though they say there's a high amount of admissions, it's no worse than anywhere else. You have to take your proper precautions. You see, I'm gonna have a double mask on. These are these double masks. We outside. We ate outside. We don't eat inside because it's air. And then we got a little. You see this fan right here? We got a little portable fan that blows the air away from us wherever we at. And so we can't. We're doing. And then we put alcohol in our ears and our noses, and we wash our hands with alcohol. We're doing everything that we can to prevent. See right here? Look. Okay?
We eat also inside if not a lot of people, if it is not
We don't
crowded.
eat inside, Lisa.
I mean, dine in a restaurant.
We don't dine in the restaurant. We dine outside. You said Lisa D's scared to eat inside, y'all. She will eat sometimes. If it's not a lot of people in the restaurant, sometimes she'll eat, but most of the time we eat outside because she's even though this restaurant, the restaurant called Taza right behind me, they have an air purifier there. Also, she didn't want to eat. I said, Lisa, they got an air purifier. No, let's eat outside. I said, okay. But you have to take chances too. I mean, you can't sit in the house all your life, right? So, if you do come out here, be aware of what the CDC has advised. As of January 1, they have advised that no American citizen should go to the Philippines because of the high infection rate that the Philippines has, okay? So just be advised of that and take it for whatever it's worth. Do your personal homework, do your individual research about what's going on here. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, I will have, I'm going to try my best to get this completed by tomorrow. I'll have a step-by-step review online, live broadcast, what you need to do, what you need to have to get here, step by step, the requirements that you will have to have before you come here, okay? So you'll know what you need to do, and you'll have it on record as a broadcast. You can replay it, and then also, ladies and gentlemen, as you are trying to search for your tickets to get to the Philippines, whatever airlines you do contact, that airline should be responsible to provide you all of the requirements that you will need to have in order to enter the Philippines, okay? So if you're dealing with an airline and they don't give you no information about what you need to have to get here, get rid of that airline. You don't need them. You want an airline that'll tell you all the ins and outs, the details that you need to know so you can get to the Philippines and have everything in your hand. And when you get here, they won't turn you back around because you didn't have your certification, your vaccine certification, or you didn't have whatever, your passport wasn't valid for at least 6 months, stuff like that. Basic stuff like that, you need to have an airline that will back you up on that and give you everything you need to have. Some of the most reliable airlines that I've used in the past to get here, number one, I have used Philippines Airlines. Okay, they look bad for a while, but they're okay now. Number two, I've used Delta. You guys are familiar with Delta Airlines. And I've used Korean Airlines. Korean is my best choice. They treat you right on the airplane for real. They treat you like a king or a queen. I've used Japan Airlines. Japan is sort of similar to Korean Airlines, but I like Korean better. And I've used Cathay Pacific. Don't like them. I would recommend them. They took me to Taiwan, man. I was like, what am I doing here? They took me to Taiwan, man. You do not want to go to Taiwan.
They're stopped over.
Yeah, they stopped over in Taiwan. Taiwan airport is it's a crap, man. You don't want to go to Taiwan. Anyway, avoid Taiwan. And if you're coming to Cebu, avoid Manila, okay? That's my best suggestion. Don't go through Manila to get to Cebu. Just a waste of time. And then you got a lot of hustlers in there, Manila airport. They know you're a foreigner. As soon as you get off the airplane, they're trying to get in your pocket. Avoid Manila if you're trying to get to Cebu. Try to get a straight flight through the Cebu if you can. If you can. If you can't, get what you can get, okay? Can what you get and get what you can, okay? All right, so I'm going to run it down. Find out who riding train, BobbieD, DC, One Nation, under Google, One Love. We got anybody? Any comments, DC?
No.
We got nobody want to talk to me? Sorry, man. Sorry. Nobody want to be the first man duck, second man duck. That's what they doing, DC. They waiting to see who. They want to get nobody want to say nothing. They want to say who want.
They're scared.
They scared they're gonna be the second man up. That's okay, man. It's good. It's all good, my brother. It's all good, my sister. You know what I'm saying? Hey, long as we on one accord, I'm all right with you. BobbieD and Lisa D is all right with you. So I told y'all what I needed to tell y'all, and that's all I got to say. Y'all don't want to talk to me today. You so scared that you gonna be number two. You want you want somebody else to come in. That's okay, man. I understand. But that's it for them. Huh?
That's a joke on
Joke on that's a joke on me. I'm sorry. I take a joke today. Do that tomorrow and see what I'm gonna do for you. Don't play that game with me tomorrow now. Okay, we got one person here. Who is this? My Philippine Dream. My Philippine Travel. What's up, man? You good to see first man up in the house today. My Philippine Travel. He said, I'm gonna take the hit for these people that are scared to come on and talk. Good to see you, my brother. He said
he had been scammed in
the only place in the Philippines I have been scammed is Manila is full of scammers, flim-flammers, jammers, whatever you want to call them. Stay away from Manila. I had somebody, I went into somebody that I thought it was all right. I was on a wait over to go to Cebu, right? I was coming to see Lisa D one time, and this guy said, man, he said, he came up on me, and I should have known, but that was my second time coming there. I should have known and let him go. He real friendly, right? Filipino. He said, hey, brother, what's up? I said, man. He said, my friend. When he said my friend, I should have walked away. Because he wasn't my friend. Next thing you know, man, me and him were going to some club, man. I said, yeah. I had like 8 hours to wait, right? And I said, yeah, I need to do something. I don't want to sit up. He said, you don't want to sit up here? I said, no, I don't want to sit up here no 8 hours. Next thing you know, man, he had me up in the club, like 50 Cent said, up in the club, you know what I'm saying? And then the next thing I know, man, I had one girl, she was rubbing my shoulders. One girl rubbing my shoulders. The other girl was doing a table dance. Oh, man. I said, man, and then one of them wanted to take me to the back room. I said, nah, I'm getting out of here. I got up out of there, man. It was, they didn't want me to leave. They said, come back, sir. Come back, sir. I said, no, I'm out of here. I had to pay them, though, or they would have let me out of there. They probably would have did something to me. I gave them something to leave me alone. That's all I did. I gave them each 300 pesos. I said, look, I got to go. That's it. I got to go. So yeah, that was a flim-flam scam. The guy that got me there, I think he was getting a piece of the action off of my money or whatever. I don't know. But I'm telling you, man, Manila, you don't want to go there. If you don't have to, stay away from it. There's no thriller in Manila if you're a foreigner, because they want your Monte. You with me, G? Well, I got, he said, apply into other places, even if it costs more money. There you go, man. This is a person that's been in the Philippines, been coming and forth, back and forth, traveling to the Philippines. He knows the ins and outs. He knows what to do, what not to do. So he giving you smart suggestions. If you can avoid the Manila at any cost, do not go there unless you're actually going into Manila itself. Years ago, when I first came here, they had this thing called the bullet scam. I don't know if y'all remember that. They were in Manila at the airport. They would plant bullets in your bags, and when they plant the bullet in your bags, then they would stop you. You know how they look at X-ray your bag. They said, "Sir, you have a bullet in your bag. What are you doing?" Then they lock you up. They said, then they give you the say, well, you know, if you give me like 10,000, we might could just forget this incident ever happened. All that kind of stuff. You know, you don't want to do that. It was a scam then, and now the last time I heard that scam was running in Thailand. So, guys, be careful with that, especially when you go to Manila. All right, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go because y'all don't want to talk to me. No one will say nothing to me. That's all right. Ain't but one person want to give you some friendly advice. Thank you so much, my Philippines. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for showing up, representing the people and the place today. It was nice to speak to you. Everybody, take my heed. Remember,
They don't want to do number 2.
you don't want to be number 2. But remember, guys, there's an advisory from the CDC and the US State Department about not coming to the Philippines, okay? Be advised by me that I have informed you there's a huge advisory in the United States State Department website and the CDC website advising all American citizens not to travel to the Philippines. Now, does that mean I'm telling you not to come? No, I'm not telling you not to come. I'm only merely reflecting the advisory that our country is giving to our fellow citizens. But I'm telling you, if you have a comorbidity, you may want to think twice before you come here. Okay? And if you look, because even if you got your shots, you might get infected. However, if you have no comorbidities, then and you're healthy and you've taken your 2 shots and a booster, it may be okay for you. I'm not telling you to do that. Please don't say I'm telling you to do that. I'm just giving you my opinion. Okay? Opinions don't mean don't have to be right, don't have to be wrong. They are merely my personal opinions. Okay? I'm not commanding you. I'm not directing you. I'm saying make your own judgment, make your own decision because it involves your life. Okay? All right. That's it for now, guys. Lisa and I get ready to go. This is BobbieD and
YouTuber Queen Lisa D.
saying take care
God bless.
and
Peace. Thank you
peace.
for watching. Number 2, just 1, 2.